What is up, everyone, and happy Monday. We are here to talk about tonight's 9-game slate. I'm your host for today. I'm Notorious, filling in for Beer and ready to get to this six-pack. Now, before we do, I would love it if you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, as Beer likes to say. That is a way to tip us here at the Daily Fantasy Bar. I also would love you to check out scoresandodds.com. If you like to bet on sports, this is some of the best sports betting content that you're going to find in the industry. Can really help you improve your bottom line. We have picks for every single sport that you can imagine. Huge weekend for March Madness picks, so definitely check that out. I have my golf picks up there every Wednesday. We have nightly NBA picks. I'm sure there's going to be some college basketball picks rolling in over the next couple days as the tournament gets into the Sweet 16 on Thursday. And yeah, it's just good to have some stat-based picks rather than just trusting your gut 100% of the time. So give us a look at scoresandodds.com. Now let's get into the Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. All right, first up we have Aleksej Poschevsky. He is a Oklahoma City Thunder player that is a small forward, power forward for tonight's slate. $5,200 on DraftKings, $6,000 on FanDuel. And I'm hoping that the bad matchup against the Celtics tonight is going to help keep that ownership down. He has quietly played 32 and 34 minutes the last two games, and he's quietly topped 27 fantasy points in 4 straight games. So the playing time's trending upward. The per minute production has always been solid. He's been in good form, capable of averaging over a fantasy point per minute. And I like that the game's in OKC. I'm hoping that the game stays a little bit more competitive than the current 15-point spread that the betting markets have out there. Next up, we're going to Detroit with Cade Cunningham. He is $8,400 on DraftKings, $7,400 on FanDuel. A number of different positions: point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Look, the Pistons have already ruled out Jeremy Grant, Hamidou Diallo, and Frank Jackson. Cade Cunningham's been in tremendous form recently. He's averaged 1.21 DK, 1.17 at FanDuel. Points per minute over the last 4 games, and you can't ask for a better matchup. I mean, the Blazers 29th in defensive rating. They play at a pretty quick pace for a team that doesn't play very good defense, and this game's in Detroit, so with that massive implied team total, I absolutely love the spot for Cade Cunningham. He's trying to make a push for Rookie of the Year, so you never know what's going to happen over the last few weeks of the season. And staying in that same game, I like Marvin Bagley, $5,900 on DraftKings, $5,600 on FanDuel. Listed as a power forward or center. And with Jeremy Grant out, he's played at least 30 minutes in 4 of his last 5 games. He's averaged just under a fantasy point per minute this season. And for the longest time, he's been stuck playing minutes in the low to mid 20s, but that is no longer the case. He might have one of the better matchups for a post player on the entire slate. Portland 29th in efficiency against power forwards over the last 10 games. Also a very poor rebounding team. So I'd love the spot for Bagley. You can pair him up with Cunningham and feel pretty good about it in all formats. Now let's go to Cleveland. We have Lauri Markkanen, $6,000 on DraftKings, $5,900 on FanDuel. He's a small forward, power forward. I don't play him a ton in DFS, I'm not going to lie, but I do have my eye on him tonight for tournaments. His playing time has been trending upward with Jared Allen out, and he even put up 60 fantasy points the other night against the Nuggets. So he's starting to flash some upside. He's starting to feel more comfortable with the Cavaliers, and he's facing a Lakers team that's 5th in pace and 17th in defensive rating. Just seems like the Lakers are falling apart, and the Cavaliers are kind of looking for that win to jumpstart their season. They've been struggling over the last few weeks, so I do like the spot for Markkanen in tournaments tonight. Now let's head over to Brooklyn with Goran Dragic. $5,300 on DraftKings, $5,400 on FanDuel. The last 3 games with Kyrie Irving off the floor, he's played 38, 36, and 36 minutes. With this being a home game, Kyrie's going to be out again tonight. And so Dragic is going to be out there a ton, and this is an important game for both teams. I do think we're going to see 35-plus minutes once again. It's not a great matchup on paper, but if it stays competitive, I could see both of these offenses having a bunch of success. I could see it staying close throughout the entire game. And Dragic, he's a crafty veteran. He's never a guy that's relied on a great matchup to have a good fantasy outing. So I like the price point. I like the minute upside. Just think he offers a very high floor for tonight's slate. Now, before we get into the beast of the night, let's talk about the free contest. All you have to do, hop in the comments section and drop your best guess for the score of the beast of the night. And the closest guess is going to get a free week of combo RG Premium. So you're going to get access to all the goods at RotoGrinders. All you got to do, leave a little comment and you can win a free week. Now, let's get into tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, I'm going with Darius Garland. I'm sticking in that Cavaliers game. $9,300 on DraftKings, $8,800 on FanDuel. He's a point guard, shooting guard. And look, the Cavaliers, they've started to tighten their rotation down the stretch of the season. Rajon Rondo's been out. Garland is the only player on the slate that we have projected for 40 minutes over in our RotoGrinders projections. And in 7 straight games, he's scored at least 40 fantasy points. So he's been in great form. You can't ask for a better matchup. I mean, Russell Westbrook's never been known for his play on the defensive end of the floor. And yeah, I mean, I just love the upside. I love the floor. Love that he's going to be out there for 40 minutes in a good matchup. So give me Garland as tonight's Beast of the Night. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys joining me for the Daily Fantasy Six Pack. Best of luck in your contest, and we'll see you later.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.